Dr. Giovanni Calisi here, business professor and entrepreneur consultant. Right now at this moment, your target audience is actively seeking information on how they can fulfill a want or a need that you can fulfill. But here's the question I have for you. Are you providing the info that they're looking for? And is your brand at the locations that they are searching? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for all of your business strategy tips. So in the previous video, we talked about the aware stage in the buying cycle or the decision-making process. And in the aware stage, our goal as a business professional is to make sure that our target recognizes that a want or a need exists, and to make sure that they recognize that we exist to properly provide that want or need. Now that you've done that successfully, and you've had a fantastic call to action, and you've grabbed their attention, you've got them motivated, and they've actually fulfilled your call to action to either go to your website or to go to your social media page or to go to your live location. What do you do then? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video as we talk about the search stage. So in this search stage, what our job is as business professionals is we want to provide your target with different ways that they can provide their want or their need. And we have to show them the information that they're seeking, as well as answer all the questions that they're looking for. You see, there's many ways that they can fulfill this want or need. And in this stage, they're searching for different options. The key is, do you want them to find your competitor as they're searching for options, or do you want them to find you? Of course, you want them to find you, and you want to be the one that's providing them with the information. So that's what we're trying to do in this stage right here. So what can this include? Well, what I want you to do is I want you to put yourself in the mind of your target audience. Let's say your target audience is looking to buy a car. Are they going to the first car lot that they see and purchasing the very first vehicle that they find? No, of course not. What are they doing? Well, they're probably doing a search for different models. They're probably looking at consumer reviews to find out what option is best for them. They're probably going to manufacturers' websites to learn more about the vehicle. They're probably going to a website like cars.com to find out what the different prices are. They might talk to their friends and get recommendations. They might go to social media posts to find out the credibility. There's all these different things that they may do. The key is you have to understand that at this moment, your target audience is searching for the products and solutions that you provide. The question is, are you there where they are searching? So we got 5 main goals in this stage. Goal number 1 is, if you remember in the aware video, and if you haven't watched it, make sure you stop this video and go back, because this might be a little confusing if you're not up to pace. So in the aware video, we talked at the very end, we talked about we got to create a call to action. There's specific action you want your target audience to take after they view your content. So now hopefully they've taken that action and they're either at your website or your social media page. And now what you need to do, what your number 1 goal is in this stage, is to fulfill that call to action. So for example, if you are a restaurant and you have a TV commercial, and at the end of the TV commercial it says, hey, come to our website and we're going to give you for free recipes of our 5 most popular foods so that you can make them in the comfort of your home. Well, when they go to your website, what do they need to see smack dab on top? Those 5 recipes. If you are a retail store and at the end of that commercial you said, hey, come to our website, we're going to give you 20% off your next purchase, what do they need to see smack dab up front on that website? That 20% off. So whatever you are doing in that call to action in the aware stage, you're going to make sure you provide that front and center in your search stage. All right? You're going to provide information that your target audience is looking for, as well as answer their most frequently asked questions. Your target's going to have objections, and there's going to be things preventing them from making a purchase. How can you overcome those objections? before they even come up. That's another goal. Number 4, you got to be where your target is seeking. So if your target is going to a website, you got to create websites. If your target is going to social, you got to be on social. If your target is searching for blogs, you got to create blogs. Where is your target searching? How do you make sure you are there? And then finally, you got to try to do something to grab their contact information. So these are the 5 goals that we need to fulfill in this stage. So the main question now is, how do we do this effectively? Okay, number 1, fulfill the CTA. How can you effectively fulfill the CTA in the aware stage, front and center? And I already gave a couple of examples about this. If your CTA is asking your target audience to go to a website to get recipes, those recipes have to be front and center. If you're telling your target audience, hey, go to our Instagram page and right on top, you will see a coupon for 20% off, well, that coupon has to be smack dab on top. Whatever your CTA is and wherever you're telling your target audience to go, you don't want them searching for the CTA. Because if they have to try to look for it and it's really complicated, it's not going to help the process. You want to make sure that whatever you're promising your target audience, whatever CTA that you're offering, you want that fulfilled smack dab up front. Okay, next. Information frequently asked questions. And this is a good brainstorming exercise for you to do. What information is your target audience currently seeking? Write all of that down. What frequently asked questions do they have? Write all of that down. What information and questions do they need to have fulfilled before they make a purchase? Write all of that down. So now what you need to do is you need to think, okay, here's all the information my target is seeking. Now, how can I provide that to them in an engaging format? How can I provide that to them in an engaging format? Okay, so what does all of this mean? Well, if you're a restaurant, your target audience might want to know what food you serve, what times are you open, do you need to have reservations, how much is the cost of the food, what is the decor like, do you have live entertainment, how is there parking, where is the address? All right, these are all things that a consumer might want to know before they go to your restaurant. If you're going to buy a cell phone, what questions might you have? Well, how much storage does it have? What is the camera like? What colors do they have? How's the reception? All right. These are all questions that a target would need before they make that purchase. So your target audience in this search stage, they have a number of questions. Now, here's the thing. Either your competitor is going to answer those questions for you, or you're going to answer those questions for them. Who would you rather have answer those questions? I hope you say you, because that's exactly what you need. You need to answer their questions. And so you have to be where they're searching and provide them with the answers that they're looking for. And you got to do it in a way that engages them. So this could include maybe you provide images. Maybe you provide images on one side of the website and you provide text on the next. Maybe you provide interactive videos. You could have interactive media with images sliding, or they can move things around right there on the website. Maybe you provide testimonials, either a quote from a customer or a video of a customer or an image of a customer. Maybe you have live demonstrations, all right? These are all different things that you can do in your website or your social media page, wherever your target is searching. These are different things you can do to make this experience more interactive. And I'm going to show you some examples in a little bit. Next, overcome. What will prevent your target audience from making a purchase with you? Is it money? Is it getting access to the funds? Do they not have enough conviction that you're the person they should go with? Is it that they don't have the knowledge of how your product works? What you want to do is you want to be preemptive on this. Think of what obstacles might prevent them from making a purchase up front. And then on your website, try to overcome those obstacles. try to overcome those obstacles before they even happen. That can increase the chances of you making a sale. And again, I'll show you some examples of that in a little bit. Okay, where they are. If your target audience is searching on Instagram for information, you need to be on Instagram. If they are searching YouTube or Rumble, you need to be on Rumble or YouTube. If they are going to a website, you need to have a effective web presence and make sure that your content is popping up on the search engines. If they are going to your live location, you got to make sure that there are people at that location to help answer their questions. If they're going to call you, you got to make sure people are answering the phone. You're getting the point. When your target, let me back up a little bit. When you do such a great job in your aware stage and you grab your target's attention, you give them a compelling call to action, they take that action. Now what you need to do is make sure you ask yourself, where is my target seeking answers? And you got to make sure your content is at that location. Okay, contact information. If you're selling toothpaste, you're probably not going to get their contact information. I completely get that. But in most businesses, there's probably something you can do to provide them with that contact information. Now, what you want to ask yourself right now is you do want to try to build a CRM, a customer relation management system. You want to develop a database of your customers as well as individuals who might purchase from you. There's different ways of doing that. That's a future video. But what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, okay, what kind of contact information can I obtain from my target audience? That's number one. It's not going to be too evasive. It's easy for them to provide, and they'd be willing to provide it. All right. So if your website says, hey, give me your address, your phone number, your date of birth, your name, your social security, they're not going to fill all that information out. But if you are a local restaurant and your call to action was, hey, come to our website and you can see 5 of our favorite meals, 5 recipes of our most popular dishes that you can make from the comfort of your own home, maybe as you offer this recipe, they have to provide their email address in order for them to get it. If you are a retail store and you're offering 20% off, maybe they have to provide their email address in order to get that 20% off. We've all done it at times. We've all submitted our email address to get a free appetizer at a restaurant or to get a discount at a clothing store. We've all done it. But this is that same exact tactic. It is a format for them to obtain your contact information. So what you're going to decide in this stage right here is, what contact information do I want to obtain from my target audience? Number 2, is it realistic that they will provide me with that contact information? And number 3, what can I do to provide value to my target audience to motivate them to get that contact information? And it could be as simple as fulfilling the CTA in your aware stage. In the aware stage, you said, hey, come to the website and we're going to give you 5 recipes of our famous dishes. They go to the website, they put in their email information, that's the contact information, and they get the 5 recipes. Your call to action could be, hey, go to our website and you're going to get 20% off coupon. You go to the website, you put in your email address, you get the 20% coupon. You guys see the flow? It's a nice, simple, simplistic flow. Fulfill the CTA in the search stage. What type of contact information can you obtain? Provide them with the CTA. Okay? And now there's many different ways that you can do this. It depends on your industry and what's best for your business. So this is what we want, a search profile. Number 1, what is the CTA and the aware stage that we need to fulfill? How are we going to do that in an engaging format? Next, we need to identify what is the information that our target needs in order to make a purchase. What are their frequently asked questions? What might prevent them? What objections do they have that will prevent them from making a purchase from me? List all of those down. What ones are most important, and how can I do that in an effective manner? Next, contact information. How can I get their contact information? Is it realistic that they will provide me with that contact information? How can I motivate them to provide me with that contact information? Is it as simple as providing and fulfilling the CTA? All right. Platform, where is my target audience searching? Is it a web? Is it social? Is it in person? What is the platform that my target audience is actively searching for information? KPIs, you're going to see this in every single stage. What are the core KPIs that key performance indicators? What metrics am I going to use to ensure that my campaign is successful? And then on the bottom, you see that we have hex, fonts, and concepts. Just like with the aware stage, this is the hex, fonts, and concept from your campaign theme. This increases consistency to get that frequency level up. You want to make sure that when you go to, most of you will be creating websites for this search stage, but you want to make sure that the colors, the fonts, the concept is all in line with your campaign theme, so they know they're in the right place and it reinforces your theme. All right, let's look at a couple of examples. Let's say you are looking to purchase a car and you're looking at Tesla. What are some of the main questions that you may have? Like, I know for me personally, the main question that I will have is, how do you charge the vehicle, especially on a road trip? How long does it take to charge? Where can I find the different charging stations? How easy is it? So that could be one option. Another option could be, hey, I hear all about these technical features in these cars. What exactly are they and how do I use them and how can they benefit me? Another question could be, what colors are available? All right. What does the interior look like? So these are all questions you might have before you buy a Tesla. So let's say there was a Tesla advert or you're talking to someone and they made you realize, hey, Tesla was great for me. Maybe you should get one too. Regardless how that want or need was recognized, now you go to the website to seek more information. So let's see what they have here. Now, some of the questions I just asked were already answered in these videos. So this right here is their website. And in this first video that you see, it does a good job showing you the inside of the car. It shows you the outside of the car. You're just seeing a bunch of different colors right there. I think it showed let's wait till it goes back inside the car. There you go. So you can see the different shades of interior. You see different technological elements. It looks like there's a game on the computer screen. You see the back seat. All right, let's see what else we have. Now, right here it says 3.1 seconds, goes from 0 to 60. It has a 333 mile range, all-wheel drive. This right here shows the structure of the vehicle, impact protection, rigid structure, very low rollover risk. So this is mainly safety hazards. So if you have a family, you want to make sure that the vehicle will be safe for your family. And actually it says it right here, safety first design. So it talks about safety elements. So especially if you are a family member, if safety is a prime concern for you, you can see how they are illustrating that right here. Now, remember when we talked about objections? Maybe a key objection of your target audience is, I don't know if this car is safe or not. Like, I need to ensure that this car is safe. This is an example of how someone can take an objection, preempt it, provide information to help overcome that objection before it even happens. So if you're someone who's like, oh, that safety element might prevent me from buying, boom, they're trying to overcome that right here. Scrolling up. Now, here's the question I had. How do you charge it? How long does it take? And how can you find charging stations? So they actually have this map out for you. 333 mile range, and it takes 15 minutes to recharge up to 147 miles. So I'm assuming close to a half hour for a full charge. There's 50,000 global supercharge stations. So if you're on the coast, it seems pretty popular. It seems a little more sparse out, especially in the Midland of the country. So depending on where you live, you can find out if this is accessible or not for you. Go anywhere. So this will actually plan your trip for you. So if you actually want to plan a trip, they'll actually map out exactly where the charging stations are and where you should charge your vehicle. This gives you an idea of how far each different location is. This talks about the technology of Tesla, over-the-air updates built around the driver, all-glass roof, 15-inch touchscreen display. Now we're getting into the tech. Now remember I mentioned you can have interactive features in your website? This is what I'm talking about. I can scroll the different images. Okay, so here's some key concept: 15-inch touchscreen, spacious cabin, storage and charging, max leg room, glass roof up on top, all-weather comfort, sublime sound, better over time. Talks about their navigational features, quick acceleration. And I can go down and down and down. I'm not going to go over every single thing. So what Tesla did when they were compiling this website is they purposely asked themselves, what are the key questions that my target audience has? What are the key questions that my target audience has? What information are they seeking? And how can I provide this content to them in an effective manner? Now, it looks like my screen went white over here for a little bit, but look on top. $7,500 in federal tax credit. And strong likelihood of tax credit reduces to $3,700 after December 1st. If you're someone who the price of the vehicle could prevent you from making a purchase, why are they doing this right here? They're trying to show you different ways for you to be able to afford it. Right off the bat, they're trying to overcome that objection of price by showing you this tax credit. Okay, so that's one example. Now let's say you're going to Disney World. You are a family of 4. An individual sees, let's say your child sees a video of your Disney vacation and they want you guys to go. All right, so your family of 4, you're looking to go to Disney World. What questions do you have, or what information do you need to have, or what objections do you have before you make a purchase? Some examples could be, okay, well, what can I do? What are the different parks? Where do I stay? What do I do for food? What are the shows? How much is it going to cost? And what your main objective could be, how am I going to get the money to pay for this? All right? So those are just some examples. Now let's see what Disney World did to help fulfill that in their search stage. So let's go over this for example. So right here you see a video that actually shows, this is the Polynesian Resort, so it shows you where to stay. Up on top, you can actually see a lot of the questions answered. Parks and tickets, places to stay, things to do, shop, rules, cart, all right? Stay in the Magic and play, customize a Walt Disney Resort vacation. So this right here is actually showing you the different hotels that you can stay at. What's new and exciting? Okay, what to do? What rides do they have? What are the new attractions? This will show you that right there. 4 enticing theme parks. Okay, so this right here will show you the different theme parks and what you can do in each one of those theme parks. Get up to $1,000 dining promo card. All right, so one of the questions could be, where do I eat? And another question would be, well, how am I going to afford this? So you can see a little discount in a sale they have going on. Available when you purchase a non-discounted 5-night, 4-day room and ticket package, and they give you a $1,000 Disney dining promo card. Stay in the magic of a Disney resort. So this talks about different places that you can stay at, make the most of your visit, how you can travel with ease, how you're going to get from the hotels to the different parks and entertainment places, extras that you can do with your vacation, more fun for everyone. So it talks about different things that people can do, maybe not just the little children, but also the adults as well. And I can scroll down and you can see all of these different elements, all right? So same exact concept. What questions does my target audience have? What information are they seeking? What is going to prevent them from buying? And how can I provide all that information in an effective format. So that's what you need to do in your search stage. So what we've done so far in the buying cycle is, remember, we create our campaign theme. The first type of content was in the aware stage, and the goal was to grab our target's attention and have an effective CTA to get them to search. Now we're in the search stage. Our goal is, hey, our target audience has questions. There's information that they're seeking. There are things that are preventing them from making a purchase. How can I make a list of everything I have? Let me itemize them, attack the first things, the most important things up front. And how can I illustrate in a multimedia format, whether it's a website or a social media page or something? How can my target audience get the information that they're seeking, answer their questions, and overcome their objectives in one simple format? And the final thing, obviously, is to get their contact information. So when it says get started, I'm sure that will get their contact information right there. Learn more, eventually that will grab their contact information. Customize your package, that will grab their contact information. So you can see all these different things would grab their contact information. All right, so that is the search stage. And in the next video, we'll talk about compare. Have a good one.